It wasn't just Nigeria chasing him. The UK, the US, even South Africa, they were after his money. London houses, a home in Maryland, cash in the bank. Investigators said it was all linked to stolen funds, and it started in 2005 when the police searched his London flat and they found about £1 million in cash. That raid blew his cover and turned him into one of Nigeria's biggest corruption stories. Diepreye Solomon Peter Alamieyeseigha, DSP. He was born in 1952 in Amasoma, Bayelsa. He served in the Air Force, rose to squadron leader, then he moved into politics. In 1999, when Nigeria turned to democracy, he became the first civilian governor of Bayelsa State. At home, people loved him. He set up Niger Delta University. He built estates for civil servants, gave scholarships that sent young people abroad. He was always sharing money, helping communities. In Bayelsa, they even called him the Governor General of the Ijaw Nation. But in September 2005, everything changed. He arrived in London and the police were waiting for him at Heathrow Airport. Nigeria's EFCC had already flagged suspicious transfers and they tipped off the UK's Proceeds of Corruption Unit. That's how they picked him. They searched his home and they found piles of cash. Investigators linked him to bank accounts worth hundreds of thousands and 4 London properties valued at about £10 million. The EFCC back home, they said he took over $55 million from Bayelsa. UK prosecutors charged him with money laundering. He was granted bail, but his passport was seized. Then came the escape gist. While on bail, he vanished. Some reports said that he dressed up as a woman to slip out of the UK, though he strongly denied that. What we do know is that he jumped bail, lost £1.25 million, and he made it back to Nigeria. In Bayelsa, crowds celebrated him like a hero. In other parts of Nigeria, people protested. They called him a disgrace. To his supporters, he was still Governor General, but to his critics, he was a fugitive. By December 2005, Bayelsa lawmakers, they impeached him. 2 years later, he pleaded guilty to failing to declare assets. He got 2 years in prison, but because of time already spent in detention, he walked free the next day. His companies, they were also convicted and many of his assets were seized. The chase did not stop there. In London, courts confiscated his properties. In South Africa, his luxury apartment in Cape Town was taken. In the US, his Maryland house and brokerage funds were forfeited. And years later, I think in 2023, almost $1 million from those US assets was returned to Nigeria. And those funds were earmarked for healthcare in Bayelsa. And yet, politics brought him back. In 2013, President Goodluck Jonathan, who had once been his deputy, gave him a presidential pardon. Nigerians were furious. Anti-corruption groups called it a disgrace. But in Bayelsa, people cheered. They said that their leader's honor was restored. He even showed up at PDP events, welcomed warmly by party leaders. In October 2015, Alamieyeseigha collapsed in Port Harcourt and he died at the age of 62. The official cause was heart problems linked to high blood pressure and diabetes. Today, his name, it depends on who you ask. In Bayelsa, they still honor him. Buildings carry his name. People call him the father of the state. But outside Bayelsa, his story is tied to corruption. The governor who hid millions abroad ran from UK justice and still got pardoned. A man celebrated at home, but condemned everywhere else. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like stories like this, please follow me on all my social media. I tell these stories all the time. Thank you.